Alright, hello everybody. I am bringing you guys a new deck that I've been messing around with. I am typically not a fan of very RNG heavy decks, so HELA and Lockjaw aren't normally my cup of tea, but I was thinking, what if I could make it consistent? And so I came up with this deck that you're looking at in the bottom right, and it's surprisingly good. It carries the traditional stuff like Invisible Woman, so you can Modoc and HELA behind it with protection without needing to worry about killing your HELA. But it also has this secondary condition that I haven't seen a lot of HELA decks play, which is Wong, Psylocke, and Wave. And it might look very inconspicuous, but the thought is you can Wong on 3 or 4, and then on 5 you can Wave and then Psylocke into the Wong. That'll give you 8 energy on turn 6, and all your cards will cost 4, so you can play Modoc HELA on 6 then, or you could just play any 2 6-drops on 6, where your opponent only can play 1 card to give you a very big advantage. And then the other cards in here are just Zabu and Crystal. Zabu, so that way you can play Wong or Crystal on turn 3, just so you can have some more flexibility with your card play, and Crystal so you have more consistency in the deck. People who feel luckier than I, more than welcome to take out Zabu or Crystal. They aren't needed in the deck. You can throw in 2 more 6-drops and just add a lot more power to the board. The last weird tech card in here is Living Tribunal. The other issue with HELA, obviously, is sometimes she just throws all of her cards into one lane. Living Tribunal says, hey, guess what? I just threw 90 power onto the board. We're splitting it 30 everywhere, and you're going to win a lot of games, unless you're playing some weird, Wong tech deck. You're going to win most of your games if you have 30 in every location. So it's actually worked out pretty well, as you'll get to see in this video. If you enjoy this deck, please like, comment, and subscribe, and also be on the lookout for when I make my video come tomorrow, the 19th, I believe, for the OTA update. If that update comes out, I'll be making a video on some cool decks that I think came out of the update, so be sure to look out for that. Alright, starting off with a good one. We have Wong and Psylocke, so we just need Wave and HELA, and we're in a pretty good position. But in that regard, we also just need Invisible Woman too, so we have some flexibility. I will say with this deck, you don't really want to play Psylocke on 2. You want to wait until 5 almost all the time. And we do pull Wave there, which is very good for us. Unfortunately, we can't really contest Asgard, which unfortunate, but it is what it is, unless he only plays, 1 power into Asgard. Yeah. Super unfortunate that this, yeah. It would be really nice if we were able to win Asgard to prevent him from pulling 2 negative cards, but there's nothing we can do. With that being said, it's kind of fine, because we are going to completely shut down this deck with Wave Psylocke here, actually. So, we should be fine. And then on 6 we can Modoc HELA left, probably. And then we'll win Luke's Bar. And then we probably have the largest play as well. And we're going to shut down this deck because we're going to play Wave, so he's not going to be able to play any of his Mr. Negative cards. So yeah, this is the backup contingency plan you're seeing coming in. And our opponent will likely retreat here. I doubt he has some magic play. Yeah. And nothing really he can do. I'm glad he's a good sport and staying in the game at least. But yeah. And this is also why I like Living Tribunal. You just witnessed HELA literally not place a single card left, but 21 power everywhere. It's surprisingly good, especially for this being the first game, you know? Alright, hopping into game 2. Good start with HELA Invisible Woman already in hand. We're just looking for MODOK now, and we're in a good position. We also have Dark Dimension, so we don't actually even need Invisible Woman. We have Crystal, which is good to help us find that MODOK. Alright. I really wish we had Zabu, because I could have won Crystal to get 2 cards out of my deck, which would have been good. But we shall have to wait and hope that in these 2 draws I'm about to have, about a 40% chance to hit. This is a 20 and a 25. To hit MODOK, let's go. You love to see it. Oh, and then we pull Living Tribunal as well? It's our... might as well be my birthday, man. We're just getting everything we need here. Yeah, I mean, I would snap, but I'm already in infinite. The cube count doesn't matter, like... So that's why I'm not snapping, but, I mean, once you get everything, that's when you would want to snap, obviously. I don't think I need to explain snapping economics in a HELA deck. It's pretty straightforward. You leave when you don't have the things, and you stay when you have the things. It's that simple. Also, if you guys have any ideas on ways to optimize this HELA deck, I think it feels good. I think there's room for maybe 2 tweaks here and there, but overall I think it still feels very strong. But I mean, if we have some HELA enthusiasts who know how to play HELA, or play HELA more than I do, I am more than happy to hear suggestions. Because I'm not a big HELA fan, but this deck feels really good to me personally. And right, we're about to throw like 50 power on the board. I don't think he can possibly be prepared for that. I'm certainly interested to see what his game plan is.
Enough said.
Angela Demon. That was the whole game plan. That was what Chief was cooking. Living Tribunal just splitting the board like that. And another massive victory, about 80 power on the board or something. It feels good. Alright, moving right along. You know, it feels good to be lucky. You know, it just like, this is just how you play HELA. You simply just get the cards you need in your hand. That's how HELA works. I don't know why more HELA players don't just, you know, pull their HELA cards. Like, it's just like, why do you simply not do that? It would just be more effective if you always pulled Invisible Woman MODOK HELA, you know? I don't know. Probably just a skill issue, really, when you think about it. No! My extra consistency card! You son of a gun. Now I have a Hulk. You've gone and done it now. I'm gonna Psylocke now just so I can MODOK on 5. Doesn't really matter. Just gives me really control over where my Psylocke goes. This is the Destroy Thanos test. So this is actually a really good deck, and this will be a good test of how good this deck is. Unfortunately, however, it'll come down to whether or not HELA wants to play nice and throw cards where they need to be thrown. So, This, however, is really good that we get to draw another card for HELA to spew everywhere. Okay, so we will likely, I think, win middle left is what will happen here. I think we definitely win left. It's just, do we throw a big thing middle or right? I think we're fine. Yeah, we win. And I think win every location if we have Living Tribunal. So I mean, the gameplay just kind of speaks for itself at this point. It's just good. We've gone up 6 trophies. We've won every single game. I haven't actually skipped a loss yet, so we're moving. Alright, moving along. I did have to cut a loss. I'm not going to bother showing it. They stormed a location and the other 2 locations were nowhere in deep space. You know, it's really not a whole lot that you can do, so just figure it's not even worth showing that. Move on, keep it going. Another Thanos deck. However, we have Zabu on 2, which means Crystal actually does something now. Let's go. If it's a Destroy Thanos, doesn't matter, I still lost Space Throne. Unless we pull Living Tribunal. That's fine. He can snap. He can do whatever he wants. Another Space Throne? I think I wave Giganto left and then MODOK right is what I'm looking at. I am highly anticipating a Killmonger out of him, because why else would he be here? If he wasn't gonna play like a Killmonger or something? Because MODOK wins this. Yeah, I'm really missing what he was seeing there. He was cooking with me playing 0 power into Vault. I also then could have played Living Tribunal, hit 10s across the board, which would have contested the middle Space Throne too. Yeah, I was in a good position. I figured we'd throw one more in there because we've just been having such a good time. We haven't... I have played maybe like 6 games of the 5 that I'm showing, so, you know, keep the good vibes rolling, keep the showcase going, so you guys get more HELA. I know it's a fan favorite deck, so why not showcase it? Show it a little love. Vormir, once again, kind of whatever. Kind of puts him into a tough spot, because he has to play his card here now, as stated. Interesting. This must be a pure move deck, because the smarter play, if it's a Phoenix Force deck, would have played into Vormir. So, it is interesting to see that play from him. So we're most likely looking at like a just pure move with like a Heimdall maybe in the back. I mean, if he does end up killing the Human Torch, it's just weird that he wouldn't have played it into Vormir to start, really. Crystal, because we're still looking for good old HELA, you know, like the name of the deck, it's HELA. So, you know. I'm intrigued on what this card could be. What card is he just killing outright? Storm? Good point. Good point. Hadn't considered that. Yeah, that's certainly unfortunate. So what if we play a fun game of I have a 33% chance of pulling HELA, and we're committed. You know, we've just been running hot, so let's keep going until we get burned, you know? What's the worst that happens? Sometimes you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet, you know? This is gonna really see how good we're feeling. Oh, definitely a Heimdall. We're not feeling that good. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But, you know, we had fun. I showed off the deck. I think I showed that it is certainly a capable deck. I'm sure tweaks could be made. But overall, I personally like the way it is. I like the way it feels. If you guys enjoy the video, please let me know in the comments. Like the video to let me know. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more wacky decks that sometimes actually aren't that bad. But we have to wait and see if this guy maybe doesn't have Heimdall and actually can't win Hellfire with 3 power and also can't win Lemuria with 5. So maybe hope isn't lost yet. I mean, he only has 4 cards in his hand. Dude, I'm waiting on your ass. Like, I don't care. Just play the Heimdall. You know, that being the way that I lost was not what I was expecting. But okay. You literally could have won off just playing Absorbing Man first, but you know, it's okay. It's an unfortunate way to lose, but it is what it is.